Ever since the Harry Potter TV series was announced, fans have been debating nearly every detail. The casting, the atmosphere, the visual style, even the decision to remake the story at all. Some concerns may prove justified, but others may actually be beneficial to the story. Today, we are looking at some of the most common criticisms of the Harry Potter TV show and why they might not be as bad as they seem. Number 1. The show looks too dark. One of the most common complaints is that the show's atmosphere appears darker than the films. But that may actually be intentional. Harry Potter is often remembered as a magical fantasy series. Yet Harry's life is not a happy one. He grows up neglected, loses his parents, faces murders, monsters, and war, and watches friends and mentors die. Ultimately, he walks into a forest believing he is about to sacrifice himself. Harry is not leaving Pivot Drive to begin a peaceful adventure. He is entering a story filled with suffering, loss, and danger. A darker atmosphere may actually reflect the books more accurately than people realize. Number 2. We already have the movies. Another common criticism is that the films already exist. So why make the story again? The answer is simple. The books contain far more material than the movies could include. Characters like Peeves, the full story of the Gaunts, more of Ginny and not to mention a more accurate Ginny, more of Neville, more of Ron and not to mention a more accurate Ron. A television format gives the story room to breathe. Number 3. The casting changes. Casting discussions have easily become the most controversial part of the show's development. And nowhere is that more obvious than the reactions surrounding Papa Essiedu's casting as Severus Snape. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion about casting choices. Fans are naturally going to compare new actors to the performances they grew up with. And while I understand that this new casting is not book accurate, one thing that should never become part of the conversation is harassment. I'm going to keep this simple. The man is receiving death threats, so I am naturally going to root for him. I honestly hope he kills it, and I am very excited to see what his talents has to offer to the character. I really hope he proves everybody wrong. Before we move on, if you are enjoying the discussion so far, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It helps the channel tremendously and lets me know you'd like to see more Harry Potter content like this. Now let's look at another criticism that may not be as concerning as it first appears. Number 4. There isn't enough magic. Another criticism aimed at the trailer is that it doesn't feel magical enough. Some fans have pointed to the darker tone, the grounded visuals, and even moments like Ron using hand gestures and sound effects on the Hogwarts Express to imitate magic. But there are a few things worth considering. First, we have only seen a trailer that lasts a little over 2 minutes. That's an incredibly small sample of a television series expected to span multiple seasons. Second, these characters are first years. They are not powerful wizards yet. They aren't casting advanced spells. They haven't even started their magical education. At this point in the story, Harry, Ron, and Hermione are children standing at the very beginning of their journey. And perhaps most importantly, Harry himself barely performs any magic during the events of the Philosopher's Stone. In fact, you can go back and look at this to verify that I am not wrong. Throughout the entire first book and first film, Harry never successfully cast a single spell with his wand. The magic in the early story is not about powerful spellcasting. It is about discovery. We get to see Diagon Alley for the first time, enter Hogwarts for the first time, learn about the moving staircases, ghosts, enchanted ceilings, and living portraits that are real. The wonder comes from entering the magical world alongside Harry. The larger magical battles and display of power come later. So while some fans may be worried about the amount of visible magic in the trailer, it may simply be reflecting where the characters are in the story. At the beginning of Harry Potter, the magic is still new, and that's exactly how it's supposed to feel. Whether the Harry Potter television series ends up being a success or a failure, nobody truly knows. But some of the things people are criticizing today could eventually become the very reasons the show succeeds. For me, I am choosing to stay optimistic. Harry Potter was a huge part of my childhood, and the idea of experiencing that world again through a new adaptation is something I'm genuinely excited about. Whether the show ends up exceeding expectations or falling short, I'm looking forward to giving it a fair chance. But what do you think? Which criticism concerns you the most? And which change do you think could actually improve the story? Let me know down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below.